and Jokin with your friendly neighborhood old bat. How y'all doing today? I'm doing swell. I see we have no one really matters but cats in our chat so far. I'm sure there'll be more. So let's go ahead and get on with it. How you doing? No one really matters but cats. Rev trying to be Bill Hicks again. Let's see this shit show. Yeah, it'll be about 40 minutes of my life I'll never get back.
Yeah, I get it. Cheat you.
It's the year 20 and 25, and I would like to thank everybody for being with me tonight on this very hot microphone. You see, I've accumulated enough knowledge. Let me get my drink. You see, I have accumulated enough knowledge in my life at this point to know for sure that you could condense all of the knowledge that we have in the world, and we'll have that represent what's this stack of books here, with of course the Bible on top, which is accurate. It should be on the top of everything. You could condense all of history down to these books, and then not only do that.
Please, ash in the cup, then drink out of it. Ash in the cup, then drink out of it. Ash in the cup, then drink out of it.
But you could actually have it be understandable to the most simple person in the world, right?
Hey, M, dearest.
Oh, okay, I ain't that tall at all, but I need a little bit more headspace up here. So you could condense all of the knowledge of the world into this, and then you could boil it down to even something simple, to maybe 10 pages of all the knowledge in the world condensed into something that you could read literally in 2 minutes or less. And it would not help the world now. I'm here to speak the truth to you. I can't run from the call of the Watchman because I wasn't destroyed by the Creator if I don't do what I'm supposed to do for Him.
Hey, do you get that?
I got tripped up the first time that I tried to do this for the Lord. I got tripped up by a man named Donald John Trump. I told the world, thinking that
I don't know, why is he sexy whispering at us? Anybody got a clue? Other than the fact that he's mentally deficient?
I knew what the right thing was. I told the world, vote for Donald Trump as a Christian.
Hey, Wondering. Hey, Mandy.
I should walk away from the microphone right now in disgrace and never come back again. Because I had a disgraceful, pathetic error in judgment and blindness in spirit. So if you're looking for somebody that's going to look at you and try and tell you that they're way not here, you're going to have to go to some other channel for some asshole that's going to say, I'm perfect. Okay, just so that we understand that. I hope you're going to enjoy this ASMR type thing. I have the mic jacked to, I think, just negative 3 dB. So it's hot as fuck, and it's got no pop filter, so this is going to be fucking rough. Karaoke mic is stealing my thunder. Rev, what the fuck is your point? Here's my fucking point. You're in a level now of fucked upness in this country that it's too late, I think. They're talking about the stupid, cocksucking, ridiculous motherfucking government shutdown again. So what is it shut down now? I haven't looked at the headlines. Is it shut?
You know what? I don't look at the headlines. I don't look at the news. I should. You know, I'm an adult. I should know more of what's going on, and I don't. But I just find it depressing. I just figure if it's big enough, I'll figure it out, or my husband will tell me, or somebody will tell me. Yeah, I just don't watch the news. I just don't. I may skim the headlines every now and then, but I really just don't watch the news. It's, you know, just too depressing for me.
Shut down now. They're saying 100% it's gonna fucking happen, right? The senator from New York. Stand up, sir. Thank you. Mr. President, I stand before you as an American and just a humanitarian in heart, Mr. President, to say that I think it's a disgrace that this country decided that it's going to pay for the pockets and the absolute bank accounts and investment accounts and offshore banking accounts of billionaires, as opposed to what this country has been founded on, which is to take in the poor, the needy, the widow, and the orphan, to take care of them, Mr. President. I find it a disgrace that this country has turned from its values, and our tyrant president has decided that it's a good idea to put active military on the streets of our cities, our beloved cities, with all of these innocent, beautiful citizens of the United States of America. And we have decided as a country that we're going to fill the pockets of billionaires and feed those that are heartily fed, Mr. President, instead of taking care of what needs to be taken care of, Mr. President, which is absolutely the needy, the poor, in spirit and in physical. They need food. So I stand, Mr. President, to say that this country is a fucking disgrace. Thank you. Okay, quorum. We have a quorum, folks. We have a fucking quorum call. Could we get all the senators?
I figure if it's a big enough story, I'll figure it out. It's pretty much we're all going to die. The sky is falling. That's what it is. The sky is falling. Doomsday clock's been 1 minute to midnight for 20 years. I don't see anything changing. And Rev, with his fear mongering, he's just stupid. I hate this fear mongering crap. For every bad story, there's 100 good ones that just don't get reported on. How about a feel good story every now and then?
Senators on the fucking floor for the quorum call. Thank you. All right. Uh-oh, here he comes. Oh, shit. The senator from where? Connecticut? Vermont? Bernie's too old. He don't even remember, so we're not going to ask Bernie. We're going to call the senator with the fingers. You've requested time, sir. It's your time.
I know. When he was telling me there were werewolves running around, I said, well, I just need to keep Mr. Bats under a tighter leash. He said, very hairy men have been running around. I said, damn, I need to keep Mr. Bats under a leash. Nah, I love Mr. Bats. He's my world. And I could honest to God say that because I look out for him and I do things for him that I wouldn't do for anybody else.
Thank you, Mr. President. I tell the American people that if they can't see that they have a fucking dictator in the White House now, then you're fucking blind and too stupid to be an American citizen. And when I say that, I don't mean it that way. You're still a citizen, but you're so blind and dumb, you probably shouldn't have the ability to vote next voting season. I thank the Mr. President. Thank you, Senator Sanders, the senator from Maple Syrup States. It's 2020. We need a William Cooper. Okay, there's no way that I'm going to be able to tie the shoes of somebody like Bill because, like, he was just a fucking brilliant genius man. Okay? Like, I can't fill the shoes of somebody like Bill Cooper, and I can't fill the shoes of Bill Cooper because he was in the military, he had experience with on the inside experience. I had never been a part of the government.
Hey, Hongling.
I was never in the military. So, I'm just a researcher, as well as, you know, a fucking reverend and believer in Jesus. Should I do, like, the Dance of Shiva or something? You do the swami shit, you know?
In order for the president to do all this shit, he would have to have a lot of people on his side. And get a lot of people to do his bidding. And I doubt very seriously he could pull it off. Because somebody somewhere will stop it.
Oh, that's pretty good. Holy shit. Wow. I'll tell you what, like, the walking, of course, the walking, but this yoga has been really wow. Okay. Damn, that's pretty impressive. But I think I'm the healthiest I've been in all my life. So what's the fucking story? Hey, Pennsylvania, if I ran for Senate, you know, and I look like this, and I...
Pantyhose are so 1980. Pantyhose are out, dude. Nobody wears pantyhose anymore. God, get with the times. They very rarely sell pantyhose anymore.
I promised to dress like this in the Senate. Would you elect me?
Hey, Misty Day.
I'll at least make people laugh more in the Senate, you know? And they'll go, you can't fucking look like that and be a senator. Over my dead body. You have to cut your hair. I ain't gonna cut my hair for anybody ever again. I ain't cut my hair for no one ever again. We're, you know, don't say never. Okay, well, maybe to give it for charity, you know, I do that. Okay. No, I wouldn't do it even. I want to keep my hair. I love my hair. I'm going to keep my hair. And Shani loves my hair, so I'm going to keep my hair. Oh, there's another one of those girls' dances. See, I got to train myself with the drag thing, you know? I got to train myself with these different fucking stances. Yeah, you put your hair in your face like that. Right?
Bitch, I know more about being sexy and cute. Still, at my advanced age. And I don't know much. And I can't pull it off as well as I used to be able to. Than you ever thought about knowing. And I'm pretty certain if we were stood side by side, I'd be picked hands down. There's no way you're prettier than me. And I'm not that pretty. Not really. And, but, however, there is a bright spot. You are prettier than Shani.
He's holding a drink, you know, one of those bitches. Yep.
Hey, Eileen Ebony.
You have United States based Nazi Russia style gulag / concentration camps in America. And Trumpy is see, I gotta do, okay, that's it. I gotta try and get on, like, what is that show, Drag Race or something, man. And these bitches, these drag bitches on whatever, they don't sing actually. I would actually sing, you know. They do lip syncing. That's pussy shit. I would actually, fuck you. I'm gonna sing, you know. Trumpy has his little playground now, you know, that he can actually have his little army trucks that he played with on the floor of the White House. You know, the little army trucks? Ah, vroom, vroom. Uh-oh, look, it's the water. Oh, you sunk my battleship. Melania, Melania. Fucking Baron sank my battleship. Ah, I never lose. But Donald's sitting there in the Oval Office, and he's sitting on the floor, and he's got his tanks and his little plastic army men, you know. And he's going, I'm going to do this today, little military. We're invading Chicago. Ah, I'll do it. It's hilarious. I fucking love being president. Oh no, we have an audience. Oh my god, look at this, folks. You ready?
He labors under the assumption that he can sing. He also labors under the assumption that Shanny is attractive. He has a tin ear and the worst case of beer goggle vision that I have ever seen in my life. He must be tone deaf. Must be tone deaf.
Howdy, folks. Oh, you want to know what the deal is? Oh, by the way, I got no introduction. Oh, who's in charge here? I didn't get an introduction. My name is Brandon Rabinet. My name is Brandon Rabinet. And I told him, I said, son, if you don't shape yourself up, you don't get off of the rugs. If you don't start really focusing on what it means to be a man, son, and I mean hunter. I said, if you don't get off the drugs and all this stuff, then you're going to get yourself in trouble, son. And Barack said to me, you should just lay off them. And I said to Barack, what do you know? You have 2 girls. Hunter is a boy. He's my boy. Folks, I love my son, folks. That's the deal. You want to know what the deal is? Joe Biden loves his son. Oh, and then he shits himself, diarrhea shit, and it gets wet. And then I get him off stage. I want to write screenplays for SNL or something. The little segments that they do, I think maybe I could do that and be pretty good at it. Hey, SNL, do you need a new comedy writer? Because all I put out was a self-published fucking sci-fi novel. That's all I've ever done. Could SNL use Revelina? Huh? Oh my god, they would, wouldn't they? Huh? It'd be a big hit with the boys at SNL. If she were a thing, you know. If she were a real thing, you know. She'd be into it, for sure. Getting ready for her audition, you know, at the fucking, just at the door like, oh my god. Was that Jimmy Fallon? Holy fucking shit. Was that Jimmy Fallon? I'm like, what? And I want to make it clear, I'm totally an LGBTQ ally person. I'm not gay or bi or anything myself, okay? I'm not trans or anything, but I'm an ally, okay? Like I need to get a shirt with the rainbow and it says ally on it because that's what I really believe. So don't take.
Sure. Okay. Whatever. I think you're bi. I think you're bi. Or at least bi curious. And you know, that's fine. No shame in it. It's 2025. Be who you are.
Offense of anything, you know. It's just me. This is performative. And I feel like shit that I have to say that and not just perform. But I do have to say that because I don't want to hurt no one's feelings, you know. But the fact is that there's a femme side that I'm flipping on, and it's fun to do. I think Nadia would like this. I want to send Nadia a clip, because she's on Facebook. I think Shani has her on Facebook. I have to get Nadia on Facebook, and I send her a clip of this, and she'd probably love it. I think she would, because she knows I love gay people and trans, everything. I love all people, except people that like to hurt people. I don't like that. Huh? Oh, you want to see me shower? Well, you have to pay for that. I love performance art.
Well, I mean, Hong Ling, it's a good thing he thinks she's sexy. I mean, that has to work on some level in order for the relationship to work. You know, we give Rev a lot of shit because Shani's an ugly she beast that she is. She is. Whoa. That girl's one ugly cow. She is one ugly, ugly cow. But Jason thinks she's the sexiest thing on two fucking legs. You know what? Most spouses think that their spouse is the sexiest thing on two legs. I think my man's the sexiest man on two legs. You know? And it's kind of being confirmed because I'm having trouble with a couple of ladies at the flea market trying to move in on my territory. Yeah, I'm not appreciating it.
Why is the Lord having me communicate this way? You tell me. There's somebody that needs to hear the gospel in this way. So I'll give it to the universe. It's just a little to the universe. I could just imagine God in the room, and I'm just here to perform. That's all I'm here for. Maybe I could get some fucking gig at like a weird club or something.
Hey, Lynette, how
just,
you
sing
doing?
fucking the typo negative songs for people, But I can't roll my fucking R's. So Jay, how are you gonna sing Pete Steele if you can't roll your R's? Well, exactly. Let's get the boys together. That's it, Kenny Hickey. Get Kenny up here. Get fucking Josh up here. Get the crew. Let's get typo together. And then I come up on stage and they're like, well, this guy's a lot shorter than Peter. And I'll go, you're fucking right about that. I'll be on stage just like this, man. I would dress, this is how I would do concerts.
Hey, Lady Starfire.
Because anytime I could turn on that weird femme shit and just freak a bunch of guys out, which is great. Oh, it'd be perfect. I sing fucking Angry Inch. If you know, you know. If you're a typo fan. If you're a typo fan, then fucking what the hell? You're the most amazing person on the planet. Do you know how amazing typo fans are? Okay? If you don't like typo negative, there's something, I don't get why you don't like good music. And then the next step I would go.
I don't like, you know what? It's probably good music, but I hesitate to like anything you like. I don't like it when you like things I like. Serious fucking business. It makes me mad every time you like something that I like.
Is I would say that if you've never heard of typo negative, well, you've just completed your life. Go look up typo negative. One of the greatest bands to ever exist, and I don't care if people, they were notorious for people saying, in the audience live, you suck, you suck, you suck, right? They even had it on their album. I think it's Origin of the Feces. He's calling the human shit, which is correct. Origin of the Feces by Peter Steele.
Peter Steele would have hated you.
We'll get Kenny and and fucking, I'll even, let's bring out, where is he, Slitzy? Let's get Slitzy back on the road. He's probably losing his mind. Where's Slitzy? I hope Slitzy is still fucking living. Slitzy would want to fuck me really bad. He would. He would. He'd be, if I was at a Typo concert, I guarantee, okay, he would be like fucking almost stalking me if I was at it looking like this. Like with and the peak of the easy access right here. Oh my god, he would be fucking literally, I would have to leave. Oh my god. Okay, I have to go to my car and I have to put on jeans, some like cool ripped up jeans, of course, and shit, because Slitzy is gonna go nuts. I know it. But I think a lot of people, if I went to a Typo concert dressed like this, looking like this now, yeah, it'd be dangerous for me. Especially if I like put on the film and kept in the film the whole time at the concert. Oh my god. Not a good idea. Unless I actually am going for, homosexual activity. Anyway, what this really is I want to develop a drag persona.
You know nothing about it. You know, I believe I've said this before, but I would do more research before you put this out there. Watch how these girls behave, the drag queens. Watch how women behave, because the way you do it is a slap in the fucking face. It's a caricature. And you are just so fucking weird. Speaking of weird,
I do. And it was going to be Kitty Dooms, It was going to be her, but she became a project. Because I started writing fucking concerts, Sick fucking great shit. This is going to be a completely random shit video. Maybe I'll put this on Shanny and Rev. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Hit me, baby, one more time. I got to start actually thinking about not crazy dance moves, but like small things, I can do white guy dancing all day, I can do the Diddy dance, like the fucking Diddy shit, like I can do that shit all day, But like real dance moves, like flash dance, like fucking, I'm gonna be a fucking ballerina or something. Like I need to learn that shit. I want to. Because I'm starting to really like performance art.
see, I don't know.
And especially, it's probably just in my fucking blood as being a Brit. It's
I
very
don't know
beloved to the British.
these things. Thank you for the correction, Wandering. I appreciate it. Thank you. Um, you see, I don't know anything. I know very little, if nothing. I've been to a couple of shows and known a couple of people who performed, but that was years and years ago. In this small town. Now I was just remembering back to, those days, those early days in in this city when things weren't quite so liberal. Yeah, this is back in 1992, long time ago.
To dress up their males as females, which is why it's really weird now that the whole conservative deal is going, we can't have these fucking weirdos in schools and telling, the drag story time, it's all evil. You guys are fucking insane. It's not, you Christians are so judgmental, and you make everything evil. Maybe you have to hear it from a brother, because I am a brother, okay? Do you know how many times Jesus Christ said that if you believe you're a woman and you're a male, you're going to hell? Do you know how many times Jesus Christ said that? That's right, folks. 0 times. So can someone tell me why all these Christians are so concerned about men that feel like they're women and women that feel like they're men? Who, me? Oh, yeah, I'm a guy. I'm a dude. Oh, yeah, I'm a straight dude. Yeah. Oh shit, sorry. I'm a cisgendered straight dude. Oh, what? Oh, white. Sorry. I'm a cisgendered heterosexual white.
What does all of this have to do with the price of tea in India? I know it's supposed to be in China, but I changed it up. What does this got? I don't think your brain is firing on all 8 cylinders. I don't think you had 8 cylinders to begin with. I think you had more of a Pinto motor. It was misfiring whenever you were born.
Male. Which rightfully so makes
Hey,
me the most
KK
hated
Smith!
creature on the planet. But that's rightfully so. I accept that. Because I literally come from Saxony, Germany. It's in my 23andMe. It's right on my chart. And look me up, guys. Hey, Illuminati, look me up. Masons, look me up. Look into my lineage. I'm a strange one, aren't I? Yeah. This is name Egroff. Who the fuck? Look, that's my name down there. You see Egroff. That's my name. That's a weird one. Have we seen that one before? You know, the Rockefellers are sitting around watching my video because the one son, you know, saw something, some kind of cute number he saw on the internet, you know, Rev, and he's kind of, I don't know. Hey Masons, you want me at your party? Huh? I could show you a good time, you know.
Uh-huh.
Damn it, there it goes. I'm turning myself on. That's weird. Do you know how weird it is to, like, go fam, right? And I'm looking at myself.
Oh my God, you are so disgusting. Oh my God. Blech. Blech. Oh my God. And Mountain Dew rushes to the rescue. Oh shit. No. There's not enough weed in the world to get that phrase out of my skull. Oh crap. You are a weird, perverted little bastard. And I hope you choke and die.
At the screen, and I'm just performatively doing stuff, and I'm turning fucking weird. But this is performance art, and a lot of this is what? Vanity. If you don't think that I know that this is that me going I'm so hot like I want to fuck myself isn't one of the most narcissistic things a person could do, I'm aware of it, okay? And I'm not serious. Like, that's why I say it's performative. It is. It's performative. Okay. Oh, we're doing good. We got a 32-minute rant of insanity, but it's all my own content, see? Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. You know? You tell me. Oh my god, who was the fucking very cool YouTube user that took my little cover of In Dreams by Roy Orbison, which was famously and beautifully sang in the movie Blue Velvet by David Lynch, directed by David Lynch. And they took up the clip of me singing In Dreams by Roy Orbison, and they put me in the movie.
Hey, Unicorn Blow.
And it was one of the most glorious things I've ever
Hey,
watched in my life.
Mantis.
And yes, that glorious person that made that video, I would love you to please take this clip and make an incredible video with it. And please, once this incredible video has been created, please tag me in it.
You know, ordinarily I'd be busting up laughing. This ceases to be funny. When you realize that this man is quite possibly insane. For real. Driven that way by a quarter-ton beast sitting in the next room. Or in the next room. Don't get it. How a human being can continually, willingly subject themselves to this for no good reason. When they go to this extent to ruin your life.
Unseen. That was rude.
Thanks, you dick.
Sorry. So, I hope you enjoy that. Did you enjoy that? Huh?
No. Picking bits out of my hair, brushing them off my nice Halloween t-shirt. Dick. "22 days till Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. 22 days till Halloween, Silver Shamrock."
This mic never makes up its mind if it wants to be too hot or not.
Hey, Darren, how you doing?
You know, I just have to be able to read this bar well from now on, you know what I mean? Am I okay? Let's do that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think that's going to be really good. Let's just go down one or two. Broke AI. It's broke AI. Holy shit. We're doing 5.
Yeah,
I guess.
okay.
Maybe 4 or 5 is good, but then if my voice goes up, it's like rah. Yeah. I like preamp. Yeah. Sure, preamp's really good, actually. What? Are you okay? Come here. Hey. What'd you do? You okay? Okay, girls. Okay, she's okay. She you heard it. She don't row. Oh my God! Don't do that. See, I have this Nikocado avocado, and I say it's Nikocado avocado because he had this stand. It's like a fucking bot. Ah, perfect. That's good. You put him on his center. I'm sorry. This is turning into it started as nonsense, but now it's getting to be like just total nothing. Okay, so let's do phase 2, and of course my cigarette went out.
All right. We'll start with I Was Right 125.
All right, folks, this was an I Was Right number 125, and boy, do I. Humble correspondent was right about Atlas. I said that Atlas would stop behind the sun. Well, it stopped. This has been confirmed. This is not Von Helden's opinion. This is not hearsay.
Yeah, yeah. Where did we get this from? Did it stop or did they lose contact with it? Stupid. Oh my God. I hate you and your fear mongering. You this we're all gonna die shit is wearing thin.
This is not innuendo. It was confirmed by not only a civilian on the ground, but it was also confirmed by A.V. Loeb as well. In fact, A.V. Loeb and a congressman were discussing that very thing. And in a related bombshell, get this, folks, the congressman said that he got it from the military that huge football field-sized base ships are under our water going 200 miles an hour. They've suddenly...
Oh, shut the fuck up, you idiot. Hey, Darren, how you doing? It's good to see you. We don't see you enough, buddy. You are just so stupid. Where are you finding all this? What publication? Who wrote the article? Did you hear this from your someone in that was parked next to you? Did you get this in a dream?
5 areas under our water have been activated that have huge base ship sized ships. And sounds to me like this thing with Atlas is getting hardcore. It says they're traveling at 200 miles an hour, according to the military. I don't know what that is in knots. You'll have to translate it to knots because the congressman used mile an hour. And I'm on a mobile device. I can't pull up other shit because I'll lose my feed. But in any event, so yeah, man, that shit just got real. A sitting congressman and A.V. Loeb have confirmed that, yes, Atlas has stopped behind the sun, and so has a civilian. This was corroborated by a civilian on the ground with a huge-ass telescope. So it's all been confirmed. Atlas has stopped. Your humble correspondent was right. Now, we can speculate on why it stopped. Was it stopped because it's been damaged by Swan and his 6 buddies? That's my take. It's been severely damaged, and it's dead in the water and listing to port.
So it's not going to fart on us. So is it going to fart on us or is it not going to fart on us? Because if it farts on us, then we're all doomed. If it doesn't fart on us, well, then we're all good. Then we're good to go. We need to know, Von Helton. I need to know if this thing is going to fart on me or not. I don't want it to fart on me. Ew.
As we used to say. But yeah, it's dead stop, and it's dead in the water, and so we'll see what that entails. But considering the fact that the ETs, the water, have decided to take a great interest, all of a sudden, 5 areas, the congressman says, have become active.
No doubt.
Huge football field-sized base ships, and I imagine all kinds of fighter craft as well. So things is getting serious. Now, what are they doing under there? because they're traveling to 200 miles an hour. What in the fuck are they doing? Well, I'll tell you what they're doing, I believe. You know, there was speculation years and years ago, I think I even did a video on it, where all these excuse me, all these underwater pyramids have energy. Remember the diver that went down to one of these pyramids and it lit up like a damn Christmas tree? Yeah, so these pyramids are powered.
I don't remember reading about that in the paper. Yes, I like whenever I can, I like to read the paper, the newspaper, that you get delivered daily, that you flip through the pages. That's like 8 pages long now. Well, it is for around here, and it just blows my mind. It does. Remember when getting a Sunday paper was a big deal? Get one every Sunday, the coupons and stuff. Not anymore. But I still like to read the paper.
And what are they powered for? Well, one of the theories, and admittedly it is a theory, is that if you activate all these pyramids, particularly the ones underwater, because those seem to be still active, if you activate them, they will shoot out a beam that will hopefully deflect any asteroid that's coming
Yeah, no
close to Earth.
shit.
That's the theory. Now, is it true? I don't know.
You know what? Rather than making up these bunk ass damn theories and talking about all this stupid shit, how about you go out and get a fucking job and keep that fucking job? You don't have anything coming in, and you're definitely not going to make it off your looks. So you need to get a damn job, buddy. Seriously.
But it's a theory that's been out there for a long time. So are the ETs under the water, are they activating all these pyramids? Maybe. I don't know. But they've got huge spaceships, football field sized spaceships. He said, that's good sized ship. The ones I seen that flew over my head, yeah, that's about a football field sized ship. I'd say. I'd say that's accurate. It was so cute too. It had these little fighter planes zigzagging behind it. I always thought that was so damn cute. I wish I could have filmed that, but they didn't want me to do it. So I respect them. See, that's the thing. See, I respect them, they respect me, and so it's a mutual thing, right? But anyways, enough said about that because I'm creeping up on 5 minutes. The point is that, hey, you've got a sitting congressman that just dropped a bombshell here with A.V. Loeb sitting right there. And he said that A.V. Loeb has even got information that he's going to release concerning ETs. Can't wait to hear what that shit is. Holy shit, that's going to be awesome. So, under the water, by the way. So we've got some serious hardcore shit getting ready to go down, I think. Could we see base ships rise up out of the fucking ocean and get
You are clinically insane. Doesn't exempt you from being a horrible human being. Because you are a horrible human being. Because only an insane person would turn down as many opportunities as you've had for shelter. Only an insane person. And only an insane person would refuse to bathe. Doesn't think anything about how much he stinks. And thinks that just because he sent an email to whitehouse.gov that him and the president are talking.
It on film even, that would be fucking awesome. But we'll see. We'll see. But obviously, like I said, if Atlas farts on us, we're done. Okay, and so yeah, no farting. Okay, headline: Death by fart. You know, there's irony there, right? there's some irony in there, right? Death by fart. But yeah, because for those of you that haven't got a clue what the hell I'm talking about, Atlas farts deadly cyanide gas. And the cyanide gas, if the cloud is large enough to engulf the Earth, it will kill all life on Earth. Not maybe, not kinda, not coulda, shoulda, woulda. If the cyanide cloud is large enough to completely engulf the Earth, all life will die, including the ETs that live here. So, the ETs are not happy, and so that's why they're now activated. And
Then how come I'm not seeing him walk among us right now? If that's the case, how come it's not all over the fucking news, you twat?
there's a bunch of stuff going on, some of which I've seen, some of which, I was cruising down the road the other day and saw an ET craft blinking red and white lights.
Hey,
It
not a
was zipping
cat.
on by me, that's not human. Humans are red and blue. ETs are red and white. Get it straight, folks. So, that he's zipping by me going somewhere as fast as he can go, without using warp, of course. And it's like, well, where the hell is he going off to so fast? So there's something going on. They're getting ready for Atlas. It's got to be. It's got to be they're getting ready for Atlas. So we'll see how things go. And yes, I see him at 6 minutes. But we'll see how things go. But yeah, shit just got real, folks. You got a sitting congressman just confirmed through the military that count them, 5 areas under our oceans have just become activated. And the ETs are getting prepared to do something. We'll see what it is. I mean, obviously it ain't got nothing to do with us because we ain't doing shit. So it's got to be Atlas. That's the only thing it can be. Anyway, I'm out of here. It's almost 7 minutes. I'm out of here. You have a wonderful day and a better tomorrow. Bye.
Blow me. Blow me. Fucker. God, he really spins some whoppers. Here's where are werewolves real?
Alrighty. Welcome. I hope you aren't afraid of the dark.
No, but I'm afraid of that pungent odor that surrounds you day and night. Oh, and if you're a guy or anyone that follows him into a bathroom stall, be sure to Lysol it real good because he's got infections.
Because we're about to scare you. We're about to scare you a little bit. There's an old story. I won't give any names to protect the innocent. But there's an old story that goes kind of like this. There was a boy, young boy. I used to go out and play and have a good time. And, he was older now. And so his parents gave him more freedom to wander out. And So he decided he'd go down to the creek and skip
Whoa!
stones.
Damn.
And he was never seen or heard from after that. And of course, the parents thought of foul play. They looked for clues. They looked for
Damn it.
gunshot wounds. Blood anywhere. Something, anything. He's just gone without a trace. Nobody seemed to know where the hell he went either. Nobody had seen him. It's just like he vanished into thin air. But then, about a year later, people started coming up missing. From that, people started coming up missing. And there was one person swore he could see a hairy creature running in the dark of the night. But he couldn't quite make it out.
John! Why are you running around naked in the middle of the night? Why are you running around naked in the middle of the night? Well, they say there's a hairy man running around in the middle of the night. No, it's a werewolf, silly. It's a joke. You're ruining the joke. Yeah, I was. Well, that's okay. You fucked it up. No biggie.
What it was. He thought it was a dog at first. But he wasn't sure. Now, what am I talking about? Well, obviously, I'm talking about a werewolf, right? But did you know that werewolves are real? Kinda. They're kinda real. I said, well, that's crazy. Werewolves are a work of fiction. Not exactly. Not exactly. See, you have a disease out there called lycanthropy. And lycanthropy, what it does is it creates hair all over your face and all over your body.
No.
And, there's other traits as well. You seem to prefer nighttime.
Ungling.
You
That's
seem to
mean.
prefer
But I had to
cooler
put it up
nights
there.
even. And, but you got hair all over your face especially and all over your body. And it's called lycanthropy. It is a real disease. And it was the premise for werewolfism, if that's
Hey,
a word.
bad wolf.
But that was the whole premise for being a werewolf is lycanthropy, a real disease. And somebody wanted me to talk about this, and I guess I should because I've never really talked about it before. But yeah, lycanthropy is a real disease, and it is the basis for all these werewolf stories that you hear about. But some of them, ironically though, some of them are based on truth, where people actually go missing. And then when they can't come up with an answer for why they go missing, guess what? Oh, they whip out the werewolf thing. Oh, he must have changed into a werewolf, and that's why we never see him anymore. That's why he never coming back. Similar to the story I just gave. But that's how it all got started. It's a real disease. It really does exist.
I'm going to read that out loud.
It's the basis
I'm
for a lot of scary stories.
I'm sorry. I'm reading that out loud. When Corky goes camping, he takes Isabella along to scare away the Bigfoots. You broke me. Oh God. I'm sorry. I just getting tickled. Damn. Oh. I'm never gonna make it back to the damn thing at this rate. She pees on the outskirts of the campsite to spread her scent. I can see my lab pit bull mix sniffing around like she does when I take her for a walk. And then her going, tucking her tail and dragging me off in the other direction. Kind of whimpering a little bit. Hey, Hatfield McCoy. Oh my God. Y'all are heartless.
you know. And, with Halloween coming up, I thought I would discuss lycanthropy and, let you know what it's about and stuff. But yeah, it's a real disease, and, hair all over the body. You prefer to be out at night, preferably cool nights. And, so, yeah. Yeah, it's very real. It's not a figment of my imagination. And yes, I see I'm going past the 4-minute mark. But it's a very real disease. It's not a figment of my imagination, or anyone else's for that matter. And that was the werewolf stories and whatnot. So I thought I would let you know about this because, somebody asked me, said, well, Vaughn, can you talk about lycanthropy? Yes, I can, and I just did. But yeah, it is a real disease. And so if you're just now tuning in, lycanthropy is where we get werewolves from. And who knows? Maybe there's a little more to it than that. You never know.
You are so dumb. Is there ever a point where you just stop and say, I don't know that? Instead of spinning these tremendous whoppers?
But anyway, I just thought I'd share as we creep up on 5 minutes. I just thought I'd share and let you know. With it being Halloween coming up and all, I thought I'd share an interesting little story that you may or may not be aware of. Anyway, that's going to do it for me. Y'all have a pleasant day.
Oh, fuck off.
Bye.
Fuck off. Nerve of this guy. Nasty bastard.
Alrighty. Good morning. The little red sign says we are recording, and it is so. And this morning, coffee 246. And for morning coffee 246, I have to respond to what's being said. It's like, well, why is Vaughn still in Ohio? Why is Vaughn? I really shouldn't have to address this, but I mean, I have to address this because apparently nobody can figure out why I'm still in Ohio. This is not rocket science. It's real easy to figure out why I'm still in Ohio. Okay, it goes like this. All right, John gave me a sizable donation. He did, and I appreciate that. And that will get me to Manchester to get Sharpie, but it will not get me out of Manchester, out on Route 40, where I need to be. Okay, so I can get to Manchester, but then I'm stuck in Manchester because I'm not getting any sizable donations. Now, do not misunderstand me. Do not miscrew my words.
Damn.
I appreciate every donation I get, even a $1 donation. The problem, though, is that Google, not Von Helton, let me say it again for the trolls in the back row, Google uses $3.50 when they calculate your gasoline consumption out on the interstate. Actually, Google is lowballing it because it is $3.59.999 or whatever, Which, by the way, they got to get rid of that because we're getting rid of the penny here. I think, what, at the end of this month or something?
Since
It's coming
when?
up.
Since fucking when? I didn't hear nothing about this. I didn't hear nothing about this. That would have been all over the fucking news.
Quick, I know that. They're getting rid of the penny. And so they're going to round it up to 360. If they haven't already, they're going to round it up to 360 because we're doing away with the penny. So, yeah, Google's actually lowballing it by 10 cents a gallon. So when you have to factor in the fact that even Google says it is $3.50 a gallon, because that's what it is, that's what they use, is the fact that we're gonna have to up our ante here, and we're gonna have to start donating profusely in order to get me out of Manchester. Getting to Manchester and getting Sharpie is great, but then I'm stuck there until I get the next donation. And I don't want to be stuck there. I want to be able to get Sharpie and get out, right? And that requires sizable donations. But again, let me stress one more time, because somebody will try to, the trolls will try to spin this. Oh, well, that means you hate $1 donations. That means you hate $2 donations. No, that's not what it means. That's not what it means. I appreciate every donation. In fact, the $1 and $2 donations will offset the fee that PayPal charges me to transfer it from PayPal to Cash App. Okay, so I do appreciate.
Why don't you just use your PayPal card, dumbass? PayPal gives you a card. All you gotta do is ask for one, stupid. God. Cash App will give you a card too, stupid. You don't gotta do all that. God, you're dumb.
Donation, even the dollar donations. The problem, though, is that I'm going to need sizable donations in order to get out of Manchester and onto 40, heading towards.
Hey, Mr. Know-It-All.
Heading west towards my cousin. Apparently, Darren, apparently the trolls have convinced Darren not to let me go down there. So, well, okay, whatever. Anywho, but yeah, so, be advised, even Google themselves is saying $3.50. Because I get these people, well, it's only $2.70 where I'm at. Yeah, but are you on the interstate? No. When you get out on the interstate, it's $3.50 a gallon. Of course, now it's $3.60 a gallon because Google is actually lowballing it.
And you're lying through your fucking teeth. It's different. It goes different area by area. You can actually go from area to area and get a better deal. Like, you don't want to buy gas in such and such county, you hop over to such and such county and buy your gas instead. You don't want to buy your cigarettes here, you want to buy them over there. You follow? You dig? I don't know how that shit works.
Okay, and I shouldn't have to get on here and describe why I haven't left Ohio yet. I don't want to get stranded in Manchester, Kentucky. I want to be able to get in, get Sharpie, get out, and head down 40. That's what I want to be able to do. Well, I can't do that because there's no sizable donations coming in. So, it is incumbent upon those that are donating to understand that I have to have sizable donations in order to move down the road. $20, $30, $40, $50, $60 even. to get down the road. Because you got to be able to get into the situation and out of the situation. And a lot of people, I guess, don't. They say, "Oh, well, Don gave him $50, and okay, well, great. That gets me down to get Sharpie, but it doesn't get me out of Manchester. It just gets me down there. You get me? And really and truly, is $50 going to do it? No, it's not. Not with gas at $3.60 a gallon. But a lot of people have this in their mind, because they'll put it on Google, and Google will say, well, hell, it's only a 3-hour drive, or 4-hour drive, or whatever. He should be able to knock that out, no problem. Well, that's nice and all, but then when you actually get out on the interstate, which is what I need to do, then you find out no. Well, because everybody's like, well, where did the $1,000 go? The $900 or whatever. Well,
I can tell you, you blew it on lottery and other shit.
here's where it went. It went to the fact that Google miscalculates the gas. It's not 350, it's 360. So Google actually lowballs the gasoline by 10 cents a gallon.
That's just 10 cents a gallon, stupid. The 10 gallons, that's just $1. And 100 gallons, that's just $10. You follow?
So that's where the 900 went going to New Jersey. So now we know, and knowing is half the battle. Okay, because remember, I deposited $650 into the account, and which means I used 900, or roughly 850, 900, whatever it was I used. So, let's just, let's keep that in mind, folks, because it's one thing to get there, it's another thing to get out, See, a lot of you ain't figuring that in, and thus, here I sit. Now once I get sizable donations
Or all it no.
where I can get into Manchester and get out of Manchester, then I go get Sharpie. Because I do not want to delay myself in Manchester. Which I think was what everybody was hoping. That I would get stuck in Manchester and not be able to get out. Right, trolls? Right, haters? Yeah. Yeah, they was hoping I'd get stuck in Manchester and not be able to get out. So
No one really
so
matters
there
but
we are.
cats.
And so you gotta be able to get into a situation, get out of the situation. So now y'all know. Now you understand, okay? Because I have to think ahead. I have to think, okay, I've got to get down there, but then I got to get back, or I got to get out, or I got to go somewhere else. I can't do.
Why don't you ration your money instead of spending like there's no tomorrow? It sucks, but you got to do that sometimes. Think I don't save for a rainy day? Hell, I don't even miss it.
It's not that I'm going down there to stay. If I was going down to
Hey, JB
Manchester to stay,
200.
it'd be different. Then yeah, John's $50 would be perfect. Well, I'm sorry, but I'm not staying there. I have to go out on the Route 40.
Hey,
Got to
Lady
find Route
Star. Oh,
40.
yeah,
Then I
you've
got to
been
get
here.
on it, right? So I got to hunt for it. I got to go hunting for it. It's somewhere on 75. I just got to hunt for the right exit. Then I get out on the right exit, and I head out to the highway there. Okay, so, and I went way over 5 minutes. But just thought I'd, clarify, why I'm still here. And that's why, because I have to have, once I get there, then I have to have money to get out. You understand? Okay, so we need to keep, it's time to get the donations going again. Because I'm going to be hitting, as soon as I pick up Sharpie, I'm going to head down 75, and I'm going to hit 40, and then I'm heading west. And that's what I'm going to be doing. Because that's...
Yep. He's going to need assisted living. He's schizophrenic, and his symptoms are getting worse. They're getting worse. And this is ceasing to be funny. You know, it's just like he just makes this. He just he needs assisted living. He needs he needs round the clock care, or he's gonna wind up dead. That's a fact.
My only option, right? Yeah. So I need to be able to get in there,
Hey,
get
Maggie
Sharpie,
doll.
get out, get on the highway, and get heading down the highway. All right. So I hope you all figured it out. That's 8:40. Lord have mercy, I went too far. That's 8:40. I'm going to end it, but there you go. Y'all have a pleasant day and a better tomorrow. Bye.
Mm, 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 mm. We'll go ahead and pick up where we left off with Graveyard Flowers.
Thing I'm doing, I think we get a little more serious. Or maybe I'll just go full femme and the rest of the video will be complete feminist. No. I don't know.
Your hair is fried. This $30 wig I'm wearing looks better than your hair. That's not a joke. It does look better than your hair.
When I
The
start
hair that is underneath this wig is in better condition than the hair that you've got growing out of your head. This is a bald chick talking to another bald individual.
started this with was we need a modern day Bill Cooper. I can't be that because number one, I'm not as smart as him. No way. Also, I don't have any military experience. I don't have any inside intel. I don't have any inside information for you.
Yeah,
But I've
I'd
studied
do
enough
that.
that I can do lecture type shit off the top of my head almost. I can riff.
Yeah, I can do that. Just I'm free. My schedule is open. Whenever y'all feel like y'all want to, um, y'all just let me know, and we'll get something going. I'll be happy to, um, Darren. I'd be happy to.
So do we want to talk about the New World Order? Well, let's see if we can. So if you want to know about the New World Order, this is all you need. And this is a King James Bible. Any other books, you don't need them. But some are good to have for evidence. Evidence against them. The them people.
Uh-oh. We have a Von Helton warming up in the bullpen. We seriously do. We have a Von Helton warming up in the bullpen.
What is the New World Order? Okay. That's a good question. Because what you're witnessing in America now is the birth of the final stages.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing in it for me really. But, are you sure you wouldn't want to go with someone that's got a little more reach? Because, you know, I just, you know, I don't have that much of a reach.
I'll say that again. What you are witnessing in America right now is the final stages before the actual structure of this disgusting beast is ready to be greenlit. And I think it goes something like this: when they drop those nukes, they're going to put in the Club of Rome plan. A 10-region world map. The United States will cease to exist. China will cease to exist. The USSR, formerly, which is now the Republic of Russia. Is it a republic?
Oh,
What are
thank
you
you,
guys?
Unicorn Blow.
Are you a democracy? I don't think so. Are you a republic? I definitely think not. If Putin's been able to get away with what he's got away with all these years. What is the New World Order? It's a global fascist state. And it will last, according to the Bible, no more than an hour. But that's how dangerous the system is. If it went any longer than that,
Aw, Hatfield.
the amount of pain and suffering and horrible shit that would have gone on would have made the Holocaust look very tame. Very tame. It was 6 million. 6 million slaughtered. Imagine 200 million people just dying in a day. That's possible if you have a global fascist state that's culling people from the planet. They want global fascism. I don't know when they decided that was the way to go. Hierarchy of New World Order asshole scum demons decided, but they decided the way to go is definitely global fascism. And they want to have a God King. You want to call it Trump? Should call it Trump. Put him in there. It's Donnie. Let's say it's Donnie.
All right. If that's the case, then why are you still breathing and talking? Seems he would have stamped you out and made an example out of you. Yep. That's how fascism works. There is no dissension. There is no talking bad about the leader, the government, or anything about what's going on in affairs of state. You can't trust your neighbor in fascism. You have no idea what true fascism is.
He is a Mason, so he's going to do his Masonic duty to complete the great work. Morals and Dogma by Albert Pike. He will complete the great work. And dagnabbit, if Donald Trump himself doesn't do it, then Baron Trump will once again time travel and literally save the world from nuclear war. Because Baron is the true chosen You want to talk about some energy? That almost feels like the alien from Prometheus. And I don't mean the xenomorph. I mean the tall dude looking dude. That was the space jockey in the chair. Baron Trump looks like that dude. That's some Nephilim blood. You see him before that crowd? And he just, like, he puffs his chest out and he's like, yes, worship me. Worship me. That was the look in Baron Trump's face, man. Because they were going, Baron, Baron, and he's like, yes. That was Baron Trump. Baron gonna run for president right at 35, probably.
Hey, Buck Melanoma.
If we're still around here. Because that kid, I think, is gonna have a pretty big ego, it looks like to me. And maybe I'll be wrong and he'll be one of the most philanthropic, genuinely wonderful people to ever live. Entirely possible.
The thing about the Antichrist is that you won't see him coming at first. What makes you think you have some sort of insight? You're an idiot.
What I can tell you about the New World Order is that it's a weak system. And in their weakness, how are they weak? I'll tell you how they're weak. By their overreaching. The elites believe that you're so devoid of intellectual prowess. You're a useless eater that has a very low IQ. Okay? To them. You really don't deserve a little cloud.
I have no idea.
You don't deserve peace of mind because you don't.
I have no idea what this sumbitch is talking about. He's lost me completely. And I'm too lazy to twist up another joint. Boy, get your bum ass out of your uncle's house and get a fucking job.
Don't have enough money to have that peace of mind. Their ideologies are so foreign to any normal human being that you would find yourself shaking your head. But this system will be put in place, if you like it or not. And that's why we have Daddy Trump as president, to make the American people... I said it. There's some Bill Cooper right there for you. God rest his soul, they killed you, Bill. Thank you. I've been hearing people trying to whitewash that Bill Cooper was murdered. He was murdered by the sheriff in his area in Arizona. He was murdered.
You are a real piece of work. Worrying about all this shit when you're about to be put out into the street. You seem to, you talk about Christian charity a lot and how people should help you. Well, there's also another passage in the Bible: those who don't work don't eat. I don't like handouts given to me. I don't like a handout. Makes me feel like I failed in some way. It does.
They go up on there on some call, oh, Bill is drunk, we're doing some shit. We might have to go up there and check on him. Oh, man. I don't know, it ain't looking good for Bill. We might have to do something. Why do you say that? Well, I'm getting calls, This is the sheriff, in Bill's area. I'm doing a little performative stuff again. Well, I keep the law in this town, and Mr. Cooper is, let's just say, causing a little bit too many waves in the water for me here in Arizona. And we ain't even got no water. How much?
I vote so I get to bitch. You don't vote so you don't get to bitch, bitch. Yep. And I voted. I didn't used to, but I now see how important it is. Use it or lose it.
That Bill Cooper's definitely some issues. So, what are we going to do about that? We know Bill's a drinker. We're going to wait one day when he's good and hammered. We're going to go out there and check on him. Wait, why are you doing that, sir? Because he's got guns and he's got... Listen, don't question me. I'm the sheriff here. Okay, deputy. Let's just say that I got the calls that I needed to get and I know I got something to do. And so they went up to Bill's house. Peaceful Bill. Sometimes emotionally not the most stable man, Bill, but an isolator, actually. Okay? He kept to himself a lot, Bill. He just wanted to log his name in history as being on the right side of it. Writing his book and putting out his newspaper, Veritas. Doing his radio show, doing his radio show hour at a time. Telling people how fucking disgusting Luciferian leadership is in the world. I mean, the Rockefellers called up and said, look, this guy's a fucking menace. Okay, it's time to get rid of this guy. So the sheriff went up there and they killed him. One night he was drunk and they knew he would get his guns out. And they just shot him up. Rest in peace, we had to do something. Mr. Cooper was getting a little too dangerous for the world and the system. So, his digging got him in big trouble. You don't understand. I didn't want to do it. I'm a freedom-loving American. You don't think I love ham radio? Listen to Bill Cooper hour at a time? Of course I do. But when you get a call from a Rockefeller telling you that they'll kill your whole family if you don't get rid of this goddamn William Cooper, then you're going to take him out.
Where did you hear this? Where did you hear this? Where did you see this written? Oh my God, you are so dumb.
You understand that? I had to protect my family. And so another patriot, his blood is shed, and he's put in the ground for the sake of the New World Order. Another one. The great Phil Schneider. Whistleblower. Trying to tell people what's going on underground bases with some wild shit, man. They murked him. Oh, Phil got sick, he's in bed. Alright, he'll be alright. He'll get better. No, he won't. Why? Because the nurse will come over and shove morphine. Way too much. And, Phil went away. He went home to be with the Lord, guys. He was really sick anyway, guys, He didn't have much time left. That's a bullshit lie, I'm sure. There's another patriot put in the ground. A truth teller. See, it's just like Israel, ain't it? Israel killed all the prophets and put them in the ground because they told the truth. How's it any different with the United States government? That every time you have a patriot-minded individual that wants to go by the Constitution and God, the Creator, this gross satanic motherfucking group goes, no, you're gone. Checkmate. Okay, we're going to have our system. Yeah, they're going to have it. Sure. You can't stop it. No one can. They're too powerful with money and geopolitical power. There's too much of it.
Rev. You are so stupid. And I'm going to end it here because he's just going to continue to go to do his paranoid schizophrenic thing. I want to thank everybody that came and saw me. You guys rock. I don't care if you were here for 10 minutes, 10 seconds, or the whole thing. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. You know why? Well, do you? It's because nobody else will. Now, y'all take care, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Peace.